Hey guys, my name is Megan Tunerman. I am a sophomore here at the college. I'm a sociology and environmental studies double major. I am the arts and entertainment editor for our student-run newspaper, The Voice, and I'm coming to you from the beautiful academic quad of Worcester with Dr. Meagen Pollock, associate professor of earth sciences and the chair of the department. She has been at Worcester for 12 years, and her specialty is chemistry of volcanoes.
That's
Uh,
right.
so that is really amazing specialty, and I have so many questions. But first, we'll focus on the department. What areas of focus have you seen students in your department pursue before?
Great question. Uh, the Department of Earth Sciences offers two majors, one in geology, which is the science of the entire Earth, and one in environmental geoscience, which focuses more on the surface of the planet and the ways that humans interact with the physical environment. Our students, when they leave Worcester, they go on to do a wide variety of things. Some of them go into education, working as K-12 teachers or at outdoor education learning centers. They also work at museums and as park rangers doing science outreach. In fact, many of our students go on to work for the government in some way, National Park Service, the Department of Natural Resources, the Environmental Protection Agency, many state geologic surveys, and even the Department of Homeland Security. A lot of our students have interests in communication and they pursue careers in science communication. We have former alumni or alumni working at National Geographic, and several of our students go on to industry in some way, the energy industry, oil and gas, renewable energy resources, or the environmental industry, environmental scientists, people working as environmental resource managers, geotechnical engineers, and a lot of people now working in geographic information systems. So basically, anytime you see a map that has data on it that's changing over time, that's what our students know how to do. And so those opportunities are really opening up doors for our graduates. Many of our students pursue graduate degrees when they leave Worcester. They discover their passion, they learn through IS that they can do research and become generators of knowledge. And so they gain confidence and consider graduate degrees in many ways that they might not have before. And some of our students go off in totally different areas: environmental law, environmental policy, working for nonprofits. We have students go into the Peace Corps when they leave our program. So a wide variety of things when they leave Worcester.
That's amazing. So kind of focusing, before they go out into the world and do, just crazy things. What opportunities are offered to students who are part of your department?
Sure. We have a strong tradition of hands-on experiences in our department. And so students can get involved in the actual work of the geosciences fairly early in their career. We are very active in research, and our faculty work alongside teams of students in our labs, the tree ring lab, our geochemistry x-ray lab, our GIS lab. These teams are students who are first years all the way up to seniors who might be working on their IS projects. And students are getting hands-on experiences right away. We also belong to the Keck Geology Consortium, which is a collection of liberal arts colleges that offers students high-quality undergraduate research experiences. They offer these programs for students who are in the summer before their senior year, and also for students who are in the summer finishing their first year. And so that particular group of students often has a hard time finding summer research opportunities in their discipline. They're just starting their academic careers. And so the Keck Geology Consortium offers Worcester students an opportunity to get some hands-on experience starting the summer after their first year that they might not have had otherwise. In the classroom, our students get involved as role models and mentors. We hire teaching assistants from the majors in all of our classes, and students can also work as STEM zone interns. And our student organization, Geo Club, is really active. And so students have an opportunity to participate in outreach activities, maybe to the local middle school or the nursery school that comes and visits our building quite often, but also as leaders of that student organization.
Yeah, I think recently I filled out a survey for your Geo Club Family Feud.
Thank you for doing that. We're having Family Feud on Earth Day, so we're excited to get together as a virtual community to celebrate Earth Day and play a game.
I'm very interested to see how it goes because
Absolutely.
as I was like, well, if I'd never taken a geology course, this would definitely be my answer. I kind of know the real answer to that. But I'm still just going to put the original one because I'm not positive.
The beauty of it is that it's a survey. Every answer works.
Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. It definitely gave me something to do. I enjoyed figuring it out.
Thank you for doing that.
So, what makes the geology department unique?
I think you just mentioned it. It's our community. We're a family, and we really value the unique perspectives and experiences that everybody brings into our department. I mean, if you're a student who is interested in soils and farming and philosophy, we value that. If you're a student who is interested in gender studies and a world-class swimmer, we value that. If you're a student who doesn't really know what your geoscience interest is or your passion is, but maybe you're also an artist or a writer or whatever your interests are, I think our community is a place where students feel like they can be their full selves, their individual selves. And we understand the value of that. We have social hours where we get together and we get to know each other a little bit better. We have weekly lunches with our Geo Club. And because of the nature of our work, we're often working closely with each other in small groups. So we just get to know each other as human beings. And I think that is a component of our program that makes us really unique. And people notice it too when they come and they visit our department, or we walk together in a herd across campus and they say, there go the geoscientists. I mean, people know that. So you just mentioned we're having Family Feud to celebrate Earth Day, and we're putting together a video of cool Earth facts to share with all of you. So yeah, we're a tight-knit community. We're a family. It doesn't stop at Worcester. We have close relationships with our alumni, and it's just it just feels good to be in a place where you can be you.
Yeah, that's so nice. It definitely, I think that's something that's all over Worcester, but it's really nice that you're, as people are able to find, people that share similar interests and really form those connections.
Yeah.
So with, the tight knit group that Earth Sciences are, I'm sure that you've had a lot of very interesting moments in your time at Worcester. So what would you say is the most Worcester memorable moment that has ever happened to you?
So, yeah, I think we have a pretty close relationship with our students, and occasionally we get pranksters in some of the classes. And last year, the senior class, they were pretty full of pranksters. So, in my upper level lab course, they're students who have taken several courses together. They really get to know each other, and we had lab and lecture at 8 a.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and that's a pretty strong bonding experience for a group of us. I was noticing that in the lab, occasionally a little plastic dinosaur would show up. And sometimes it would be on the microscope, and sometimes it would be on the lab table. And then they started to grow as the semester progressed. There were a couple of them, and then they started interacting. And eventually, as the semester went on, there were these elaborate tableaus of dinosaurs competing and interacting with each other, all set up all over. I was finding plastic dinosaurs everywhere. And I didn't know who was doing it. I thought for sure it was Dr. Wilson, our paleontologist, because I had played a prank on him involving Bigfoot fairly recently. So I thought it was him. And turns out it wasn't. It was the students, but I didn't know this at the time. And there was a point where they were so sneaky and coordinated about it that one day our entire class, including myself, we took a break. We went over to get coffee across the quad. And when I came back, there were dinosaurs on my laptop. They had figured out how to get the dinosaurs in the room even when we weren't there. So it turns out one of the seniors was spearheading it, Charlie. He was a real prankster. But he didn't tell me until graduation weekend, and that's when I learned that that they had been coordinating this and trying to make me think it was somebody else, like my colleague. But they left me with a whole bunch of dinosaurs, plastic dinosaurs, that has become a tradition. Every time I enter the lab, somebody set up the dinosaurs in some different scene, and they're starting to add props to it this year. So, well, they were starting to add props to it until we had to leave. But yeah, I really value those kind of unique traditions and the relationships that you can develop, where you feel like you understand each other, and that you'll enjoy the kind of humor and the fun off the cuff kind of things that happen in the lab when nobody's looking.
That's so funny. So what was Dr. Wilson's response whenever did you ever confront him about the plastic dinosaurs?
Oh, I did. I said, I told him, I think you're the one sneaking into my lab and putting dinosaurs in all these places. And he denied it, but he laughed about it. And I thought, oh, he's lying. But no, I don't think Dr. Wilson lies. I think he was just enjoying the trick as much as everybody else was.
That's so funny. And it reminds me, I think, because I was in Geology of National Parks last spring with Professor Judge. And I'm pretty sure there was a couple times she's like, why did things just show up? And why are there plastic dinosaurs?
Yes. Yeah, it was taking over the whole building. She's a prankster too, so you have to watch out for her.
That's good to know. Good to know. Well, thank you so much for sharing information about the Earth Sciences department. I've loved my geology classes, and so it's exciting to hear more. And now I kind of want to go find some plastic dinosaurs. So.
Good luck. Thanks for chatting with me. Have a great day.
Thanks, you too.
Bye.